Hey guys, Ubiquiphile here. Just getting back to you. It's been a long time since I've recorded a video. And, it's been busy with school, etc. But, the purpose of this video is to discuss how I plan on improving my life. Just recently I was, in my room without a shirt on, because it was fucking hot there and the AC wasn't working. And I took a gander, if that's what it means to look at something, whatever. Gander in the mirror, saw my reflection. I hope I'm using the term proper. I don't want to sound like a retard if gander. I think gander means to take a look. Anyways, I took a look in the mirror, and I saw fat, ugly piece of shit. Alright, that's what I saw right there. You see? My body, I like the worst body type. It's like skinny fat. So it's a mixture of being skinny and fat, pretty much. Skinny from like your chest up and fat from your chest down. So like you lack muscle composition, refinement, and you store most of your fat in either your hips, your abdominals, or your mid to lower regions. And your thighs as well. So you're more like a feminine fat distribution. So I looked at myself and I'm like, I don't want to look like that sack of shit for the rest of my life. And also I've been eating more healthy lately. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right? And I decided maybe I haven't been consistent in my training. I mean, ever since I started doing push-ups, my elbows started hurting. Like hell, right? I don't know if I probably did improper push-ups. So I'm gonna research on how to do a proper push-up, or maybe knee push-ups if I have to. I could do at least like 5 regular push-ups, but once again, I don't know if I'm using proper form or not. I know like you have to keep your back straight, but I should record myself and see if I'm actually doing proper form and compare it to videos online of proper push-ups. But yeah, I want to get a better body, bro. I mean, I'm being honest right here. There's no other reason to actually keep this body and be unhappy with myself. And that's not the only part I want to ameliorate or improve. I also want to enhance my visual appearance. So maybe, trim a bit, get a new haircut, find something that fits me and properly. Not some weird thing like, oh, I'm so edgy, I'm gonna get like 20 dyes in my hair and look at me, I'm so hipster and unique. None of that bullshit, alright? If that applies to you guys and you legitimately like that and you're not doing it to be a hipster or a unique person, then good for you. But most people are just like pretentious cunts and just do this weird shit. But as long as it's not hurting anyone, I don't really give a shit, right? That much. But yeah, do it for yourself, though, not for anybody else. Trying to get a better style, be physically fit. Also planning on maybe starting some Muay Thai or something, because I spent my childhood learning karate, and then I spent my teenage years, preteen to early teens, learning Taekwondo. Let me tell you, dude, that stuff is bullshit. At least the ones here in the US, because they're just like trophy, it's like these little it's more like an exercise type of thing. You do these little exercises, little kicks, and they grant you a trophy. Heck, I remember when there were people who could not break the board because they make you break a board, right? To give you a little new belt. People who couldn't break it, they still gave it to them for the effort. Are you kidding me? Alright. And you might think these were little kids. No, they were grown-ass adults too. Heck, I don't even endorse doing that to little kids, like building them this false hope. No, fuck that shit. Gotta train harder, boy. That's what I'll tell my son if I have one. I'll be like, good job. It's not like I'm gonna say, oh, you suck. No, I'm gonna say, good job, you tried, but gotta work harder if you wanna win that trophy. I wouldn't give her a trophy. His reward would be the benefits he reaps from having such a physically adept and also agile body, and being a good fighter. He could defend himself very well. Obviously, if it's a fair fight, if it's like a gang up against the person, it might be more difficult, or if they have weapons, then yeah. But for the most part, he could at least have some self-discipline, have a good workout, and have a good body and posture. I also have to work on my posture. My posture is shit. See, my body is shit. My posture is shit. Like, my head leans forward. So I've been trying so desperately to actually straighten my back. I heard yoga helps with that. I have to do a couple exercises here, stretches. Because, I want to build a proper form, man. And besides that, also, it helps to stand taller, and I also want to grow taller. So, if I'm if I'm slouching, then I'm not going to be my optimal height. Another thing too, I want to probably mention this in another video, maybe not. I want to restart the NoFap challenge. Funny thing you guys asked, because well, you didn't really ask anything, but it's funny that I remember right now that I actually well, since I mentioned restart, you might think you've done the NoFap before in your free spare time. I have, and I've actually recorded my progress, but that was in my previous channel. I still have the vids up there. I mean, I could re-upload them, but then I put them in parentheses like old video. That means they're for my other channel. That's what it means. And also because they're old, but for now on, I might just put old video to refer to my old channel. Because there's a few ones I have recorded that were during my old channel, but I never uploaded them, so whatever. I might re-upload them, or maybe, just to show you guys my first attempt. I actually made, I believe it was like 33 days or so. NoFap, somewhere, or like 27, I don't remember. Between like 25 and 35, somewhere around that range. Like almost a month or so of NoFapping, and I actually reaped a lot of benefits. I'm not going to deny that. And I'm going to try that again, and this time, you know what? I might re-upload the thing, but I'm going to start over. I'm going to start a new vlog with you guys, Ubiquifiles channel here, on the NoFap challenge. Let's see how it goes. I kind of struggle with masturbation, and I'm not like some obsessive, compulsive masturbator, like I have to do it every time. Nor do I do it like maybe once, twice a day. It's not even, some people might even say that's healthy, but I heard there's a lot of benefits to reap from NoFap, and it builds your self-esteem and confidence, which I really need if I'm going to be improving myself. And yeah, I thought I'll share my experience with you guys in case you guys are intrigued with starting the NoFap challenge. And another reason I kind of started fapping was because I'm slowly working on my I have like obsessions with certain people, and I don't like only thinking about them. And basically I'm trying to rewire my brain to be in the state of what normal people do that watch porn. Because I used to not be able to get off on porn either, I wouldn't call it erectile dysfunction because I did have erections, but I wasn't able to get off for some reason. Unless it was like a specific person I was thinking about. And that's not what I want. I want to be able to do it with a lot of people, right? That I'm attracted to, so. Yeah, so these days I've been masturbating frequently, but that's only to rewire my brain to get to the beginning state of you guys, probably, unless you guys also obsess on like certain people and things. Maybe it's a fetish, I don't know. But I don't like being obsessed with things. I tend to be obsessed, but I'll rephrase that. I don't like being obsessed with things that are detrimental to me. Now you might say, how is obsessing over a person detrimental? It impedes me from progressing in life and doing other things. It's detrimental to my well-being. Not necessarily, it might actually be to the health, but it'd be unhealthy. No wonder they call some obsessions unhealthy, but yeah, if I'm going to be obsessed, then I'm going to be obsessed with things that are positive. There are positive aspects to my life, things that help me out. They enhance me. They bring me up, not down. Although some balance is good nowadays. I don't want to have my head all up in the clouds and think I'm like this supreme being, That'd be cool, but I'm not, alright? Gotta be realistic too. Balance optimism with realism. Maybe put a little bit of negativism there and boom, you got it, bro. Maybe not a lot. Maybe, I don't know, think about that, but I also want to start jelking. You guys heard it's penile exercises. Sounds funny, huh? Kinda is. It's basically enlarging your membrane. You're down there, right? Your penis is like gets bigger, thicker, veinier. You know what all the ladies want, or well, the ones that well most ladies think about in secret, right? Type of stuff right there. I know not all of them. There are exceptions. Some people are in the small penis humiliation type of thing. That's not me. I couldn't even bear a video, and yes, I try watching those videos because once again I've been really stuck in this perversion of mine. And when perversion, I mean things that deviate from the norm, not sex. I do not consider sex to be a perversion, or you're a pervert, or immoral, or whatever. That the ultra-religious people might think that I don't. I think sex is natural and it's positive for everyone. Most people need it for the well-being. There are some asexual people out there that do not need sex, but maybe they want a romantic relationship. And there are people who don't want either of those because they don't feel they need it, really. And then there's those that want some, but they're incels, involuntarily celibate, right? Which is what probably most of you guys that are watching this video are, and don't feel alone because I am to an extent. I mean, I used to be back when I was a teen. Nowadays, I don't really care as much, but I don't know if that actually changes. I don't know if it's more of a mindset than a fact, right? Oh well. When I work on penile exercises, when work on, because I have my foreskin, fortunately, in case you guys are watching, this is, I'm pro foreskin. I'm against, genitally mutilating, I mean to say genitally circumcising infant males unless it's medically necessary. Most people do it for cosmetic or retarded reasons. Really. It's crazy how the US still has such an... It's all like widespread over here. Good thing it's the tradition is slowly dying out, but Jesus, there's some people who hate being, like, I can't even say regret because they didn't even have a choice in it. They hate being circumcised. They blame their parents. And, it's well justified. I mean, they're doing something to your membrane without your permission. And don't compare that to vaccines. Vaccines have really positive benefits. And generally mutilating yourself does not. It actually might contribute to why a lot of people have to use lotion to fap. I've never had to use that. I use my spit once in a while, but I've never had to use lotion. And why some people might possess erectile dysfunctions later on, or may not feel sensitive as much. Because the foreskin is an erogenous area that possesses, I believe, 20,000 central nerves. So yeah, now some people actually restore it by stretching their skin. It's not really the foreskin, because they don't have the frenulum, which is this thing like under your tongue, this little thing that pulls back, that's the frenulum. And they don't possess that, but at least they cover their membranes. It kind of does the gliding effect, which it was naturally supposed to do. Your mushroom head right there is an inner organ, like your eyeball, sort of. So it's kind of out. It gets confusing when they do inner and outer, because yeah, right. So it's sort of like the mucous membrane. It's supposed to be sensitive, but it's not, because people that are circumcised, they lose that foreskin, so it's always out and it hurts. When you're a baby, you probably don't remember as much, but if you've been circumcised afterwards, it hurts like a bitch. And I've never experienced it, luckily, because I love my foreskin, and I'd rather give up a sex life than sacrifice my own part of my body, integral part of my body, especially for sex, just so I can please some materialistic, selfish cunt out there, or some asshole who has like the grandiosity of like, oh, look at my penis, is more aesthetic. How do you know? Well, this materialistic, the ladies say so, right? Like, materialistic people are selfish, it's like shallow, man. It's like you're depriving of pleasure. You're depriving yourself of experiencing a full pleasure, like the way it's supposed to be. So you could satisfy other people. And I'm referring to the guys that shame people with foreskins, not the guys that do not have the ability to keep theirs. I was fortunate. I was given the choice. And hell yeah, I'm keeping it, alright? Unless it comes to the point where I can't peel anything, then I'll remove it, but there are other alternatives to circumcision, like some people just get the frenulum cut, or they just make a small incision. But I do possess what's called phimosis. That's when like it's really tight around the head, halfway there, so I can't really, what's it called though? What would be the proper term? I can't really retract my foreskin completely. But there are exercises for that. You can get some creams. Your doctor can prescribe some. If a doctor prescribes creams over circumcision, he's well informed. And yeah, or in the worst case scenario, like I mentioned, alternative surgeries that do not remove all of your foreskin and all of your sensual nerves right there. Alright? So that's that. For the penis, the physically fit, the aesthetics right there with the face. What else is there? Also the exercises, the learning how to fight. And also the intellect, reading a lot of books, improving your vocabulary, programming, a lot of things that help out a bit. They say intelligence is fixed, and some say it's not fixed. I would say it's like more of a 50-50 thing. Like, you start out with something, but then your environment nurtures you. The nature-nurture debate. And lots of them. It helps you out, I guess. Think of it like a bucket. But I'm also challenging the notion of intelligence being fixed, because I feel like it could be trained to an extent. I mean, when I was young, they gave me an psychometric test, testing your mind. Essentially, it was an IQ test. They gave me a shitload of shapes. I think I was in 1st or 2nd grade, and they said I scored better than like 90% of it was like 98% of the school and like over 90% of the people in the world or something like that. Like, I still have it, but I can't find it right now. I think my parents still have it, but it's this thing, and basically, yeah, they said I was gifted, so they put me in gifted programming, and well, basically what they're saying is that I'm pretty smart, right? I mean, a lot of people have said that. Yes, a lot of people have called me a dumbass too for things I've done that are deemed to be retarded. Let's be honest, even the most profound genius out there will make a stupid mistake once in a while, right? We're humans, right? It's not like we're immune to like mistakes or anything. We're prone to them. We'll make mistakes all the time. Now, what's important though is learning from your mistakes, not repeating the same mistake over and over again, which I see people do a lot. Yeah, man. So yeah, image streaming is stream of consciousness, but you're narrating it. It's said to improve your IQ a bit, or at least enhance your perceptions of life. It's like, I mean, the mind is so enigmatic, it's mysterious, everybody. A lot of things you can learn from it. What else is there? So I got that, Oh, and eating a healthy diet too, right? Cutting on the greasy foods, but not completely. Once in a while I get a burger here and there, a Subway, some chips, Now you might say Subway's not that unhealthy. It's not, but then when you go with like the chips and like a fucking like 32-ounce drink of beverage of like fountain soda, then yeah, you're drinking. Which is another thing I recommend, is not drink your calories. I'll actually make a separate video explaining elaborating more on what I personally do to remain in the weight I have. I haven't gained a single pound, nor have I really lost much at all, maybe 1 or 2 pounds for like years now, like over 4 years. And what I do is I don't consume what's it called? Well, first of all, I don't consume alcohol. It's like I believe 7 calories per gram. And second of all, I do not consume liquid calories, which is no beverages with calories. I drink a lot of water or black tea. Chamomile tea, if you will, too. Well, it might have a little bit of calories. The black tea does not. Water does not. So, yeah, I'll make a separate video. I'll tell you. Maybe I'll link it with my. I'll accompany the videos with my workout routine that I do, or maybe NoFap, I'll make their own playlist. I already made one for the Loner Chronicles, and to be honest, this might actually be a Loner Chronicle as well, because Loner Chronicles usually entail me talking about, being alone, like being in solitude and embracing it, but it could also be like a vlog sort of thing. And this video, I mean, sure, some videos are labeled with a specific title, like, you gotta do that, or you gotta do that, right? Or like my PS1 unboxing video, self-explanatory. Or like grocery shopping for the first time. It could turn into Chronicles as well, but I don't know, this video I'm debating whether or not I want to do when I call it the second loner chronicle, and the title would be improving my life, or it would just be improving my life. But then be like, I think this more fits in with a loner chronicle. I just gotta get there. I already created a playlist, got 2 videos, gotta get those loner chronicles going, bro. I think that's what most of you guys want to hear in here. You wanna see a lone wolf, such as myself, because you guys might, empathize with everything I go through, or most of the things at least, and you want to live my life vicariously, even though you kind of have a similar lifestyle to me. So you don't want to feel alone, so it helps to share these experiences with you guys. You want to see a loner, which is myself, discuss about life, and you feel like you can connect more with me. And that's great. That's the reason why I kind of started this channel, besides the other main reason, which was a vlog so I can look forward to viewing after I reach either my success or a certain aspect of my life, or a certain era or time or age or whatever. Then I feel it's necessary to go back and view my progress, to remember everything I've been through and what I've mentioned. Sure, I won't have everything, but I'll get the basic gist of what I've been going through. I'll remember, I remember that day that happened to me. So I remember the day I spent $80 on that parking ticket, or something like that. And just look back and reflect on whether or not I make the right decision. Or maybe I don't even change anything, and I look back and I say, yep, still in the same position. Or even worse, who knows. But let's not hope for that, alright? Let's hope for going up. From here on out, you guys, I'm going to go up, and I hope this encourages you guys to improve your life as well. Maybe get some tips from my videos. And we could all make it, bro. Even though in the back of my head, I know some people will not make it. Simple as that. They're not capable, or they're not willing to make it. But me, I think I can make it. I believe it. I'm going to try. I'm not going to give up. And working on procrastination. Yesterday I stayed up all night doing my homework, but not all of it, only like 75%. I do 25% in my free time now, and I use certain study techniques, which I will discuss later on in another video. So I can make a lot of videos, I'll discuss these tips, how I'm improving my grades and such, and what I'm doing. And it's not like I'm sitting for 8 hours. That's counterproductive. Do not. You should. The most you should study per day is 6 hours. Heck, I don't even get 6 hours to study. I probably get like maybe 2 at most. Yeah. Some people get 3 to 4, which is decent. But you shouldn't be going more than 6 hours, especially if you have a job, man. I don't have a job, and I already feel like this 2-hour thing is killing me. Lack of habit. I gotta build that habit of doing it. I've been doing it for a while. Also, gotta work on my sleep, man. My sleep schedule's like full messed up. My circadian rhythm is like not in sync with my sleeping hours. And I've been sleeping less than 8 hours for like the past 2 weeks now. Gotta work on that shit too, man. I gotta get that full energy so I can think. Also, gotta study more on. Okay. I'm gonna work what gives me the most energy so I could be more productive, in a more productive state, so I could do a lot of stuff. And I've noticed that when I consume few carbs, I do not feel with energy, because carbs are your main fuel. But also, I've also read that people that do the keto diet, which is a diet highly emphasized in high protein intake and high fat and low carbs, seem to have more energy. And I might try the keto diet later on as well. I mean, I already tried intermittent fasting. I have a video of the progress I kind of made in the 3 or 4 weeks or so. I did intermittent fasting with the lean gains approach, which was an approach I used back in the day. I don't use it as much. I might go back to it. Might tell you guys which technique worked for me. If you guys watching this are skinny fat, it might work more for you, because guys, we are kind of screwed with our fat distribution, alright, our fat cells, and it's like one of the worst body types, and the most it takes. It's like the hardest body type it takes to actually get to a good body. Stumbled on my way there. It's the most difficult body type to rectify or fix or improve, right? People that are just like ectomorph or really skinny, they have a hard time gaining weight, but they could just eat a shit ton and eventually they gain muscle. Fat people gain a lot of fat, they could just, you know, cut on some calories and lose weight. Skinny fat people, we're like, we build muscle, we get bulkier, so we get fat. We lose fat, we lose muscle, so we look like shit. And eventually, all that fat, once again, after we consume a little bit after cutting, goes back to our thighs or stomachs. It's shit, man. But I've been going to the site Skinny Transformation. A guy named Oscar. Look him up on Google. Skinny Transformation Oscar with a K, not a C. O-S-K-A-R, not O-S-C-A-R. Like what? Leonardo DiCaprio lacks an Oscar. That's a funny joke right there. You might not get it, but who cares? Yeah, look up that, and apparently we have a different method of storing fat, like I've mentioned before, and we probably just have to cut completely till we get to a certain body fat percentage. Then our body will adapt and say, okay, from now on, that's a good thing, muscle memory. The body's brilliant when it's working together, horrible when it's not. But if it works properly and you cut down on those calories and that body fat, then, bro, you're going to get some good gains afterwards. So for now, skinny fat people, I don't recommend you bulk. I recommend you actually lose weight. People that recommend you bulk are people that are usually not skinny fat. Usually people that are either ecto or endomorph. We are skinny fat. I think it's different than mesomorph as well. Mesomorphs are like the ideal body type. But the thing is this, guys. I'm going to improve my life, and I hope that encourages you guys to do the same thing, alright? This has been a lengthy video, and yes, this is a Loner Chronicles number 2. Now I'm going to go eat some chicken, guys. I'm fucking starving. And I'll see you later in future videos. So, good luck, guys, and wish me luck with my progress. I'll be up the late... Stumbling with my words. That's what you get when you got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, alright? I don't recommend that. Unless you have to. So, even coffee doesn't help, it makes me more drowsy. But yeah. So what I was saying, it even impacts your memory negatively. So, yeah, what I was saying, guys. Fuck, I even forgot, you know. Oh yeah, I'm hungry, gonna get some protein, and I don't even give a shit, I forgot, alright guys. So, if I remember, I'll tell you guys what I want. I'm moving the camera here because I'm getting some sunlight. Whatever. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. I'm gonna upload new videos coming soon. Alright, so peace out. Ubiquiphile out.